Hello guys, I am V. Sai Srinivas of 9th class from Math 9. So today I am going to explain today's editorial, so let's get started. So today our editorial's name is Moribund Governance. The Ghaziabad disaster underscores the need for regular audit of civic projects. Even to those familiar with the anarchy that characterizes India's public spaces, the collapse of a newly built shelter in a crematorium in Muradnagar in UP Ghaziabad district, killing at least 24 people, is a shock. So, in Uttar Pradesh, in the Ghaziabad district, a building or a shelter which was built by the government has collapsed. So, it was built for the people who can't afford homes, so they can get to stay there. But the building collapsed and it had led to the death of at least 24 people. So that made many people get a shock because it was a disaster and 24 people died in it. A group attending a funeral sheltered from rain in the structure when its roof crumbled. The deaths and injuries have left families distraught. Since women are not part of funeral rites in crematoria, they came to know of the fate of men much later. A token solution have been announced by UP government for the next kin of the dead and relief measures of others. So, some people who were attending the funeral took shelter under the building because it was raining heavily. So, while they were under the building, the roof of the building collapsed. So, when the roof of the building collapsed, the crumbles of the concrete pieces fell on the people and it led to 24 deaths and many people have been injured. So, many families were affected by this because, as we know, women don't take part in the rituals of a funeral, so only mostly men go to it. So, and the women of the families know much later that their husbands and brothers were in a building which collapsed. So that made the family to be in a very distraught situation. So sad. So the UP government has been carrying out the dead and relief measures for the people, giving them money for the death of the family member. So breadwinners who were in low paying jobs has left the family members destitute. So the people who were involved in this accident, some of them have jobs which give them a very low income. So that left their family in a very poor situation now because they don't have any source of income and no one is going to take care about them. The state had shown great alacrity in arresting 4 people, including a junior engineer, besides the contractor, citing culpable homicide, causing hurt and endangering life. There are indications that it may use the National Security Act against some of the accused. Such measures cannot produce consistent improvement to governance, but the Yogi Adityanath government favored image is that of strong enforcement, which it has sought to demonstrate time and again by shooting down its encounters those with a criminal record. The approach can do a little to improve UP's standing. The Ghaziabad disaster is a product of the system that lacks transparency and audits and does not yield measures meant to aid deterrence. So after this incident, the UP government showed a response. So they showed great alacrity or eagerness to solve this problem. So they arrested 4 people who were involved in this. So a junior engineer, a contractor, and others. So they were accused of culpable homicide and also causing deaths and endangering many lives who took under the shelter. So the National Security Act will be used against the accused. So if they followed the security measures properly, this wouldn't have happened and the people would have been alive. So the Yogi Adityanath government is not going to let go this problem so quickly. So they are going to demonstrate again how powerful they are, and they shot down their encounters with the people of criminal record. So the after doing this, it will improve the UP government's security and etc. So the Ghaziabad disaster is because the systems lack transparency and audits. So they don't appeal to the government about their problems, but they do the wrong thing and don't follow the regulations. So if such things are not done, this is what that will happen to us. Every year the monsoon extracts a penalty in the form of collapsed building in several states. Just over 3 years ago, several people died when part of a bus stand caved in near Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. Appalled by the 41 deaths in a building disaster at Bhiwandi, Maharashtra in September last year, the Bombay High Court framed questions for municipal authorities, including the basic premise: are those in authority completely helpless in preventing the collapse of the structures and stopping the loss of life? The court also emphasized that civilians have right to live in a safe buildings and environment within the meaning of Article 21. What happened in Ghaziabad is particularly deplorable, as the cremation ground is an essential facility and entirely within the ambit of public authorities to maintain. So every year, due to the heavy rains, many buildings are collapsing in many states. So 3 years ago, a bus stand has collapsed that had led to the death of several people in Tamil Nadu. So it happened in Coimbatore. So what is shocking is that in Maharashtra, in Bhiwandi, a building disaster caused 41 deaths. So the Bombay High Court questioned the municipal authorities of the district because they could have stopped the disaster if they checked whether the buildings are following the regulations or not. So the court also mentioned that the citizens have right to live in a safe building and safe environment where their life is not endangered. So it is under the Article 21. So what happened in Ghaziabad is similar to this. So a cremation ground is a very necessary facility because all the dead bodies of the people will be burned down there. So the public authorities must have awareness and maintain them very carefully so that such things might not happen in the future. So thank you guys.